The array is basically to do the distribution of one or more objects inside a scene, okay, inside a scene. So I'm gonna select this box, click here, it's gonna open this here. Let me maximize this here, Alt W. And let's activate this here, preview. I can select the number of copies that I want. It is as an instance. After I'm going to explain the difference. Let's leave in copy. And I can distribute a lot of objects inside my scene with, for example, 50 centimeters of distance between each object. So this distance is based on the pivot of the object. For example, here I distributed on X, and here I can also move, as you guys can see, also here. Basically, that's it. That's what we do with array. We can also rotate this in all the axis. Okay, look at this. All right, as the parameters that you put here. All right, the scale. Look at this. It's pretty simple, guys, to use this. And after, just click on OK, and that's it. You have the distribution of the objects, all right? Now, the difference between copy and instance. I'm gonna make a copy here, and here an instance. So, this here, the copy, if I modify any copy, it's not gonna change the first object that we created. However, if I go here on the instance and modify this instance, as you can see, it's also going to modify our first object. And here, for example, look at this. So it doesn't matter if I adjust this first two on the left. Look at this. Let's say I have a lot of instances here. Everything that I do here, as you can see, it's gonna do the other instances. For example, this one, you see? And the copy, no, the copy doesn't happen that, all right? All right, what about the reference? Control Z here. All right. I'm gonna leave only this object here. Press Z to zoom in, all right? Centralize this object. And let's make an instance here. And here a reference. Nice. If I go here on the main object and move this, you can see apparently everything is the same. If I go here on our instance, the same thing. All right. Now, if I go here, the reference, and I add, for example, the edit poly as a modifier, and I do some type of change. For example, here, I'm going to select these two faces and extrude. Okay. you can see that nothing changed on the other ones. All right. All right. So if I get back here on the first object and I modify this, let me press F4 and look at this. If I modify here, if I modify our first object, that's gonna keep affecting this reference and the instance as well. However, we didn't add modifiers in this first two on the right. Now, if I come here and add the same modifier, for example, added poly on this first object, it's also gonna be added on the instance. So basically, that's it. All right, this type of result that we can have, the reference is always gonna be, how can I say, with this first object as a master object, and this here, the reference, you can add some modifiers, without affecting the first object. Okay guys, pretty simple.